Liam stepped off the shuttle with the slow stride of someone who had no interest in being on a space station that smelled faintly of antiseptic and humming power conduits. He had taken the appointment only because the fleet required yearly checkups for all civilian contractors stationed near the frontier. He expected a quick scan and a reassuring remark about his perfectly ordinary health. He did not expect anything stranger than the usual metallic hallways and newcomers, gawking at the interspecies signage that decorated every bulkhead. The station known as Haven 7 stood as the most advanced medical hub for dozens of sectors. Liam still thought it looked like a stack of steel discs held together by industrial duct tape. He did not realize how wrong that assumption was. When he entered the primary clinic, soft blue lights traced the walls in gentle pulses. A faint vibration thrummed under his shoes, resonating with the heartbeat of the massive station. Vela, a receptionist with a calm tone and smooth emerald skin, directed him down a corridor lined with medbay chambers. Her instructions were simple. Proceed to Chamber 20. Wait for the attending nurse. Do not touch the diagnostic panels. Liam accepted the directions and moved forward, glancing at the alien symbols above each door. Some resembled spirals, and others resembled branching trees. Chamber 20 had a plain square symbol glowing white. Inside, the chamber illuminated itself with adaptive light that shifted to match his physiology. The walls displayed flowing diagrams of circulatory systems from many species. Liam sat on a cushioned bench and waited. He rehearsed what he would say. He wanted to ask for the shortest possible checkup. He had a cargo run scheduled in 2 hours. The last thing he needed was a long procedure. He tapped his boot against the bench and scanned the room for anything remotely threatening. There were instruments resembling wands, flat panels with embedded circuits, and a circular platform that likely served for imaging. All harmless enough. A door at the far end slid open. The attending nurse entered with a smooth glide, her limbs long and jointed in delicate segments. Her name tag displayed a simple word in standard, Mira. Her pale blue skin shimmered like frosted glass, and her voice emerged with a melodious cadence that carried a tone of practiced reassurance. Mira introduced herself with a nod and gestured toward the diagnostic platform. Liam followed her directions, relieved that she seemed efficient. She adjusted the settings with flicking motions of her slender fingers. Mira explained the procedure in calm phrases. A full-body scan would establish his baseline health metrics. A neurosignature test would confirm there were no anomalies in his cognitive patterns. A metabolic analysis would assess how his system handled prolonged exposure to low-gravity environments. Liam agreed and stepped onto the platform. A gentle humming surrounded him. A ring of light passed over his body from head to toe. His skin tingled but remained comfortable. Myra observed the readings from a translucent console that floated beside her. She frowned once, but quickly regained her neutral expression. Liam noticed her reaction and asked if something seemed off. Mira assured him that the results were within acceptable ranges, but she recommended an additional diagnostic. She spoke with such confidence that Liam decided it would not delay him too long. She instructed him to lie down on the cushioned table that extended from the wall. The table adjusted to support his posture as though woven from intelligent fibers. Mira activated a sealing device shaped like an inverted cone. A gentle beam washed over him and sank into his skin with a subtle warmth. While the device worked, Myra requested access to his identification chip. Liam pressed his wrist to the reader. His data appeared on the floating console. Name, species, age, occupation, contract identification number. Everything seemed standard, yet Myra studied the data with growing focus. She tapped through several layers of his profile, comparing readings. Liam felt the faint shift in her demeanor. He asked again if something seemed wrong. Mira hesitated. She explained that the clinic had recently updated its medical analysis protocols. Liam's biometrics triggered a flag. It did not indicate illness or genetic irregularity. Instead, it suggested a rare compatibility with the station's secure data integration system. Liam stared at her, unable to interpret her meaning. Mira elaborated, choosing her phrasing with delicate precision. The station used a holistic archive system that combined biological encryption with neural mapping to store high-level confidential information. Only a small percentage of sapient species possessed the ideal combination of memory durability and neural stability. Liam happened to match the exact pattern the system prioritized. Liam sat upright on the table. He insisted that he wanted no part in data storage. Mira clasped her hands together and spoke with a steady tone. The match did not obligate him to participate. However, the station's protocols required a deeper scan to verify the accuracy of the result. Liam sighed and agreed to one more test, believing he could still exit in time for his cargo run. Myra dimmed the lights. The chamber grew still. A circular array unfolded from the walls, surrounding him with soft humming energy. The sensation rippled through his body like gentle pressure, waves traveling across the surface of a lake dot. The device probed his mind with delicate pulses. Memories flickered within his thoughts, not vividly enough to alarm him, but gently enough for him to notice their shifting outlines. The scan concluded after several minutes. Myra studied the results. Her expression shifted from neutral professionalism to something resembling awe. Liam waited for her explanation. She took a moment to gather her thoughts before revealing that the system had confirmed his compatibility with an extremely rare percentile. If he consented, he could serve as a biological key for secure records, the station considered vital to frontier safety. Liam shook his head. He had no interest in becoming some kind of living database. Myra assured him that he would not lose autonomy. The process would integrate a layer of encrypted data storage within his neural pathways. It would remain dormant unless activated by secure command codes. Liam still hesitated. He felt like a simple contractor being asked to carry secrets far above his pay grade. Mira offered a compromise. She would provide a demonstration of the process using a temporary simulation imprint. Liam reluctantly agreed. He wanted clarity before refusing completely. She activated another console. A holographic projection appeared above the table, depicting a lattice of luminous threads. Mira explained that the lattice represented the temporary imprint. If applied, it would merge with his neural pattern in a way that he could sense but not fully retain. The imprint would dissolve after the demonstration. Liam consented. Myra's movements grew precise as she guided the imprint toward him. He felt a gentle warmth bloom behind his eyes. A rush of clarity surged through his mind. He perceived structures of information without knowing their content, like reading a message written in a language he could not interpret. The sensation faded after a moment. Liam blinked rapidly. Myra asked how he felt. He admitted that the imprint produced no discomfort. Mira nodded and revealed that this was the easiest function of the system. The actual integration, if he agreed, would embed a secure archive of critical diplomatic and defense data. Liam exhaled slowly. He asked why the station needed living carriers rather than digital systems. Mira explained that digital archives could be compromised by advanced intrusions. Living carriers provided a failsafe that no external entity could breach without physical access and explicit consent. Liam pondered the implications. He understood the value of secure carriers. Humanity had built its reputation across the frontier as a species capable of adaptability and resilience. Their neural structures held patterns ideal for data stability. The station recognized this potential. Myra assured him that he was not obligated. His decision would be respected. Liam requested a moment to think. Mira stepped back and allowed him space. He reviewed his life in quiet reflection. He had grown accustomed to hauling cargo between stations. He enjoyed the freedom of low-gravity docks and the thrill of entering new trade hubs. Yet part of him always felt that he drifted without purpose. He wondered if accepting would give him a role with real significance. He considered the risks. If hostile forces ever discovered that his mind held sensitive information, he could become a target. Mira preempted his concern with a clarification. The storage would remain undetectable to all known scanning technologies. Only the authorized command sequence could reveal it. Liam asked how long the stored data would remain. Mira answered that the archive would update itself whenever he visited a certified medical facility. It would not interfere with his daily life. He would experience no cognitive limitations. He would simply carry a small but crucial fragment of frontier stability. Liam finally asked whether humans in the past had taken such roles. Mira smiled gently. Yes, many had served with distinction. Their species demonstrated reliability under pressure. Liam felt a surge of pride that surprised him. After a long pause, he agreed. Mira inclined her head in approval and activated the integration sequence. The chamber lights shifted into a steady golden hue. Liam lay back on the table. A soft vibration coursed through the air. The circular array unfolded again and embraced him with shimmering energy.